today's video, I recreated Dua Lipa's beautiful makeup from the Grammys, which happened last night. I saw this look and I immediately fell in love, and I absolutely am obsessed with it. So I will link her makeup artist down below, her Instagram, because I did really enjoy this look, and I think credit is due where it is due. But if you want to see how to create this look, then just keep on watching. I started by tying off my hair, and then I'm going to begin with the eyebrows. In the picture, she has really beautiful thick eyebrows, so I don't need to play around with the thickness or anything, but I do want to clean up the edges a bit and make them more sharp like hers. For that, I'm going to be using the Goof Proof from Benefit, and then a little bit of a brow setter, also from Benefit. Now for the last step for the eyebrows, I'm going to use the highbrow just to highlight a little bit underneath it and then make them look a little bit more arched. And I'm just blending this out with my finger. Now we can begin with the eyes. The first step would be to prime them. I'm using the Paintpot from MAC. The first step, as always, will be to lay down a transition shade, and I'm going to be using this light brown color, which is called Flint. And I'm going to place this higher than my natural crease to create a more cat-like look. Placing the shadow higher than my natural crease really enlarged the space here that I have to work with, and it created a little bit of dimension. For the beautiful blue that she was wearing, I'm going to go into this color from the Natasha Denona palette. This one is called Blue Dahlia. And with a smaller brush, I'm going to first blend it into my lower lash line. And I'm going to drag this line upwards and then connect it to my upper lid. And then with more product, I'm going to be blending this in the outer corner. Now, after concentrating that outer part, I'm going to go back into that brown that we used earlier. And I'm going to blend this out and make it a little bit more smoky. Now we're gonna go back into this blue color, and with the same brush or another like pencil brush, we're going to start by lining the upper lash line. We want to make sure that we're not overdoing this and not pulling it up too high. So starting by lining will give us a little bit more control if we want to keep it low, and then whatever we want to raise up a bit, we can add more. And as you can tell, I'm leaving the inner corner bare for now. We're going to add a highlight at the very end. Now the next step would be to take this outer V that we created earlier and connect it to that line that we just drew. So I'm just going to go over it a tiny bit more and then just pull it in. I don't know what eyeshadow Dua Lipa's makeup artist used on her, but this color from Natasha Denona I think is a beautiful dupe, and it works really nice with that reflect and the almost purpley tone that it has on top of the blue. Now I do want to intensify this outer corner just a bit, so I'm going to go into Handwritten by MAC, and I'm going to tap my brush just the tiniest bit into this, tapping off the axis of course. And then I'm just going to concentrate it on this area. And going back into the brush from before with the lighter shade, I'm going to use this to blend it out. Now I'm going to repeat these same steps on the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. I do want this blue to be even more intense, so I'm going to be spraying some Fix Plus on a small pencil brush. As you can see, it comes up much more intense. And then I'm going to smudge this on the upper lash line. And I'm just following the shape that we created earlier. The next step is the black liner. It seems like she has both a wing and then a tiny bit of darkening of her lower lash line. So I'm going to use a creamy black eyeliner. This one's from NARS. And I'm going to apply this very lightly to the center of my lower lashes. And then I'm going to use the tip of my finger to blend it out a bit. This needs to be very subtle. You can see the difference between the two eyes with and without, but you don't want to see a harsh line. This is why using a very creamy black eyeliner is key here, because if you try to use something that's a little bit stiffer, you would have to go back and forth, and then it would create too harsh of a line. For her upper lash line, she has a very thin eyeliner that sort of follows her natural eye and wings out. So I'm gonna do that right now. For the inner corner, I'm going to take Nylon from MAC and I'm going to take it on a small precision brush. This one is the JS13 and I'm going to take it on both the upper and lower parts of the inner corner. The last step for the eyes is mascara. It doesn't seem like she has false lashes or anything on, but I wanted to do something a little bit more dramatic. So I'm going to use the Wispies mascara from Ardell. Now let's move on to face. She seems to be quite bronzed up, so I'm going to be using a bronzer all over my face and especially concentrating it on like the contour points. And this one is from Hourglass and it is called Diffused Bronze Light. For blush, it doesn't seem like she has a lot going on, but I do want to go with the whole like bronzy look and take it a tiny bit further. So I'm going to take a really beautiful like peachy blush. This one is Flower Child from Becca. And I'm going to take it on that same brush, tap a tiny bit of this on top of the bronzer. She is quite glowy and beautiful, so I'm going to use some highlighter. This one is the Skin Frost in Summer Snowcone from JSC. And I'm going to take this on a JS4 brush. And I'm just going to put this on the high points of my cheeks. And I'm using this color because we want to keep that like bronzy look going on. And something like this, which has like a gold tone to it, will go really nice with this whole bronzed effect. For lips, she kept it quite nude, so I'm going to go with a similar color. I'm going to start with a lip liner. This one is from NYX and it's in the shade Natural. And this really adds that peachiness that her lips have. And then to top it off and really complete that look, I'm going to use this lipstick from McGrath. This one is in the shade Valletta. And I'm going to put this on top and then just blend it out with my fingers. To finish it off, I'm going to spray some setting spray all over my face. This is again the Fix Plus from MAC. And that's everything for this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you see any other celebrity wearing makeup that really intrigues you and you want to see a tutorial on, please comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. And then also, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!